Now it's a sister thing.
No! As I'm taking a bath. Hi, Marta.
I'm Dakota.
Nice to meet you. Oh, are you going to walk? Yeah.
Miranda. Hi. We're really here. So you stand at the threshold, leaving behind a whole chapter of life and getting ready to step into a new chapter. This is an ancient rite of passage that's been celebrated across time and across cultures. But today it's yours. It's your ceremony. So I'm going to light a little sage, hold the lights, and may the smell and burning of this sage remind you of wide open lands, wide open places, wide open hearts. You take all your prayers and hopes for your life together and send it to the four corners of the earth and heavenward as you get ready to start on this journey. Burn this in the future, but always remember this day and this land. Privilege to stand on it. So I'm going to step back and I'm going to have you pause for a minute. So take a breath. Take a moment. And when you feel ready to step into the new life that you want, step over the threshold and we'll begin the ceremony. So, why don't you move her just a little bit? Yeah, that's good. So I want to welcome everyone. Oh, everyone can sit down. You got her in here beautifully. Gotta get to rest a little bit. And we hope the cloud cover stays with us. It's beautiful. Perfect. So I want to welcome everybody here today. You came from far and wide. You are the beloved family and extended family of these two. The attendants who've come, very special people to these two. And I want you to just take a moment and look and see who's here for you. How much it means to all of them. And in this ceremony today, all these people really treasure you and are here to support you. And we're going to have them be a little more active later on. But they're here for you. So your presence here means a lot to them. You bear witness to them. Most of you have borne witness to their journeys for a very long time. And you know all that has gone into coming here together today. So they also hope that out of their ceremony today, you will also be enriched in some way. That something will open for you or be remembered, something special for you that you will get out of this ceremony today. Because both Miranda and Alec are very aware that while this is their ceremony today, that the ceremony and the celebration belongs to the family and to the whole community. That we're all in it here today. So welcome with that. So this very beautiful place, you can step a little closer. I'm back a little far. We'll work it out. I don't want to set the paper on fire. That will not be good. This land is very special here, Pitasso Preserve. This beautiful place. It's very special. Both of these people were born in Boulder. But Pitasso Preserve is especially important to the Harris family. If you look right through there, you can see the house Alec was born in. And both Alec and his sister Kate began their early years just right over there. So this land has held the Harris family well for a long time. And it's really particularly special to now have it hold this event today here. Beautiful land that holds us here. It's an honor for me also to be here as Alec's aunt. Alec and his sister Kate were both attendants in my wedding 18 or 19 years ago, but of course Alec was only 10, so I'm sure it was quite boring. I was going to share a little bit of their early story as a couple with you, but there's we're going to hear more of that later from a far more authoritative source. So I'll start instead with a little further on, and we'll back up a little later. After they were dating for about a year, they went on a long road trip together, visiting family and friends, camping and exploring. And they learned ways to make agreements, how to honor taking space when needed, which they found on that trip they didn't need to do, not surprisingly. But they learned especially how, even more deeply, how delighted they are in each other. The trip turned out to be a significant turning point in their relationship, in the deepening of their relationship. And after this, Alec went off to law school in Boston, and Miranda left for Ecuador. Keeping connection and love alive over a long-distance relationship, as some of you know, requires a lot of stretching and a lot of fortitude. But they came through this as well. Eventually, Miranda moved back to Massachusetts, and they began to live together. And here they are. Here you are today. Where their paths lead, they don't know, but what they do know is they're traveling together. I'd like to read you a really short poem by Wendell Berry, and it's called The Country of Marriage, and it's as if Wendell Berry is speaking to his wife. Sometimes our life reminds me of a forest in which there is a graceful clearing, and in that opening, an orchard, a house, a garden, comfortable shades, and flowers red and yellow in the sun, a pattern made in the light for the light to return to. The forest is mostly dark. Its way is to be made anew day after day, the dark richer than the light, and more blessed, provided we stay brave enough to keep going in. The reason this poem made me think of these two is that in talking with them, what really touched me is what a core value it is to them to keep growing and learning. Very, very important to them. They have a lot of confidence in their relationship. I can quote Alec in saying, "I have a lot of confidence in us." Great fun. And in their willingness to work things through. They both feel they have tons to learn and tons to grow. That's also a quote. But this commitment to learn and grow is really an anchor for them. They really are tremendously brave enough to keep going in. And yet their playfulness, their delight, and their humor is the light in the clearing, as the poem says, that they will keep returning to as well. So it won't be surprising to some of you that I'm including some words from the recent historic Supreme Court opinion on gay marriage that had some wonderful things to say about marriage in general that Alec was very inspired by, that are really quite beautiful. It actually really surprised me to hear this in this. So I'm going to pull a few things from that. Marriage allows two people to find a life that could not be found alone. For marriage becomes greater than just the two persons. It fulfills yearnings for security, safe haven, connection, that express our common humanity. The decision whether and whom to marry is among life's momentous acts of self-definition. The nature of marriage is that through its enduring bond, two persons together can find other freedoms, such as expression, intimacy, and spirituality. It embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. Marriage embodies a love that may endure even past death. These words carry some of their deepest beliefs about what they're committing to. We all know them to be people of great integrity, humor, of wit, and intelligence. We see how they support each other. But mostly, I think everyone here would agree, what we mostly have witnessed over and over again is just how happy they make each other. They just make each other so happy. It's just wonderful. And we delight in this too, knowing that this joy is their companion. So I want to say something to each of you personally. Miranda, dear Miranda, we all know you to be a woman of grace and equanimity, creativity, a voice for the children with your deep and attentive love, for beauty in all of its forms, and for all those you love. All of that in your playful, light spirit is such a gift to this man. When you told me that what you really love about Alec is his soul, my heart felt so happy. Your light love helped give Alec back his life at a very vulnerable time. That is part of the medicine and the power you carry, not only into this marriage, but in the world. Alec, You traveled the unwanted, unexpected, dark journey into the underworld of Cancer and back, bringing even more of you, the fine man that we know you to be. We think you actually did get some superpowers from that after all. Your thoughtful, deep values and heart give Miranda a landing in assuredness, a truth in how you love her, and an assuredness and a truth in how you love her that is a gift beyond measure. To be a man of deep integrity, who has seen the darkest places of life and carries that knowledge right alongside with the knowledge of the beauty of the earth and the beauty of this woman, is a rare gift to the world. We all see these rings they give, the gifts they bring, and even more. So now I'd like to invite up Lauren, a good friend of Miranda's, who's going to do a reading that she'd like to share.
All right. Why is it that people get married? Because we need a witness to our lives. There's 1 billion people on this planet. What does any one life really mean? But in marriage, you're promising to care about everything. The good things, the bad things, terrible things, the mundane things. All of it, all the time, every day. You're saying your life will not go unnoticed because I will notice it. I will notice you. Because your life will not go unwitnessed because I will be your witness.
Thank you, Lauren. And now, next, Alec's sisters, Kate and Lisa, will come on up.
We'll stand in front of you. Alec and Miranda, on the joyous occasion of your marriage.
Big breath.
Want to go first? Let us swing wide all the doors and windows of our hearts. On their rusty hinges, so we may learn how to open and love. Let us see the light in the other and honor it, so we may lift one another on our shoulders and carry each other along. Oh, dear God. Let holiness move in us, so we may pay attention to its small voice and give ourselves fully with both hands. They say the sound of the wind through the pines here in this very spot is like no other sound on earth. Or maybe that's just what Dad and I say. They are the same pines that circled around you, Alec, whispering when you were born here, swaddled in your own inner calm amidst a roar of earthly panic. There is a kind of peace, a sacred silence in your relationship that reminds me of those pines. Between the two of you, you hold a quiet space for each other, for others, and for the earth. A gentle acceptance and equilibrium that, instead of keeping the rest of the world out, allows it to pass along with you through every high noon and every afternoon shadow of life. I have no advice for you on marriage. I think you know much of it already, and what you don't know is guaranteed to change you both. I have no gifts of marital wisdom. You already give them to each other every time you accept one another in that soft, unspoken way of yours. I have no future forecasts of extreme joy or immense hardship. Together, you've already danced with both, and you know how to let them bring you closer. Instead, I'll use this moment to hold a space for you both. For who you are in this moment, outside of the classroom and the courtroom, amidst the pines and the people who really know you. For what you mean to me, for what you mean to each other, and for what you mean to the world. May you always be able to stop and hear the whisper of the pines through the din of your humble yet sacred human lives together.
So, Miranda's mother, Melinda, has written a poem for today, and Alec's father, Paul, also has a blessing to share. So why don't you two come on up?
Things happen for a reason, people often say, and I really have to agree on this beautiful wedding day. Miranda and Alec's story really should be told, because when they first met, they were only 5 years old. Their story first began in the fall of '92. They were in the same kindergarten class at a Boulder elementary school. But first grade through 5, they were never again together, except for musical performances and recess in good weather. Miranda went to a birthday party at Alec's neighbor next door. He stole a kiss through the fence. I believe it was grade 4. A charter school opportunity gave Miranda a brand new start. She went to a different middle school, so those years also kept them apart. Then Miranda's dad got transferred. The family sadly moved away. But in her heart of hearts, she knew she'd be back one day. 9 years Miranda lived back east, graduated high school and college there. But she missed her hometown Boulder and Colorado's mountain air. In 2010, she made the move to start her life here again. She found a teaching job in Boulder, moved in with Logan, her old best friend. Logan took her to a reunion of sorts one night at Mountain Sun. Old classmates of Miranda, all grown up. It really was quite fun. She sat across from a handsome man. I'm sure you can guess his name. He challenged her to play Connect 4. She lost every single game. Miranda texted Alec later that night and dared him to play again. They've been together ever since. Each other's heart they both did win. Their first date was a motorcycle ride. Alec brought Miranda here. Watassa was a special place, and one that they hold dear. When Alec left for Harvard, because law school took him there, they saw each other when they could. 3 weeks was more than they could bear. They've gone through separation, and those months and years were long, but it made them both realize their incredible love is strong. They've camped and they've traveled, they've biked and climbed rocks. They've built a foundation through listening and long talks. They're best friends and great partners, and their love is meant to be. You only have to look at them. It's very easy to see. So let's get these lovebirds married, joined today as husband and wife, because they're ready to start the journey and the newest chapter in their life. Oh, okay, now I can see.
So you'll recognize the Irish blessing. The Irish, as an island people, know how to curse and they know how to bless even better. They're always sending each other off to lands afar. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun warm upon your face. The rain fall soft on your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of him.
Now we get to the getting married part. More of it. All right. The rings.
I have them.
That's good.
Can I do them? Can I have one of these? I give you.
So they're going to be exchanging vows and rings at the same time. And what I love about these vows, I'm just going to give a little editorial comment here, is so often people promise something they haven't lived yet. And the word that Miranda and Alec chose to put in is, instead of what they're going to do, what they're going to continue to do. I think that's really special. So, Miranda, you can go first.
as your wife,
I will continue to walk with you,
I will continue to walk with you,
laugh with you,
laugh with you,
support and protect you,
support and protect you,
trust
trust
you,
you,
honor you,
honor you,
love you,
love you,
encourage you,
encourage you,
be honest with you,
be honest with you,
and grow with you.
As your husband,
I will continue to walk with you,
I'll continue to walk with you,
laugh with you,
laugh with you,
support and protect you,
support and protect you,
trust you,
trust you,
honor
honor you,
you, love you,
love you,
encourage you,
encourage you,
be honest with you,
be honest with you, and grow.
All right. Now that Alec and Miranda have stated their promises to each other, they've asked that their individual vows extend out to all of you. Marriage affects the whole family, the whole extended family, and in that way we're all part of the ceremony. So we're all going to ask you now all to stand. Stand. And hear what they really need and want from you. They're people, they're family. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions. And the first question, you just say, I do. Just the way that they just did. And say it good and loud so they really, really can hear from you. Do you promise to offer your wholehearted love and unconditional love and support to Miranda and Alec today as they joyfully begin their married life? I do! Right. And the second one is, do you promise, to the best of your ability, to be a source of strength, guidance, listening, humor, to help them fulfill their promises to one another and help them stay true to their path?
I do!
All right, great. So stay standing. The last thing is they're going to really need your help to send them off. They really want your help and your energy to send them off. So I'm going to tell you a couple things first because we're getting close to the end of this. They're going to be jumping over this threshold again as husband and wife. But before they do that, I want to tell you what's going to happen. As soon as they do and the music starts up, they're going to disappear and take a little space for 15, 20 minutes or so. And feel free to go back to the shelter, enjoy some water, hang around a little bit. There'll be some organizing for pictures because when they come back, we're going to start the photos. So they're just going to disappear for a little bit. Before the last thing, before I pronounce them married, I have one final blessing. Great mystery, please protect these precious ones we love so much. We honor all of creation as these two pledge their hearts and lives together. We honor this earth, this land, and ask for this marriage to be abundant and grounded so that it grows stronger through the seasons. We honor fire and ask that this union be kept warm and glowing with love in their hearts. We honor wind and ask that they sail through life calm and safe. We honor water to cleanse and soothe this relationship that it may never thirst for love. With all the forces of the great mystery of this amazing universe, we pray for their health, their harmony, and true happiness as they forever grow together. All right, get ready now. I now pronounce you, Alec and Miranda, husband and wife, and you may now kiss each other.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Congrats!